Today, we're looking at Jurassic Park for the Sega Genesis. Jurassic Park was developed by Blue Sky Software and published by Sega for the Sega Genesis in 1993. A hurricane rips through a dinosaur preserve, trapping tourists and freeing prehistoric animals. Players can play as a raptor, battling other beasts and human enemies, or as Grant. The game features 6 mammoth megs of nerve-shredding action, including battling raptors and a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Remember, if you're new here, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it helps us channel grow. And don't forget to hit the notification button for all future videos. So, is Jurassic Park any good today? Here is our review of Jurassic Park for the Sega Genesis. Because this title consists of 2 separate games, the Raptors game and Grant's game, there will be 2 different stories. For Grant's story, it's nearly identical to the movie. You're touring the park at night when all of a sudden the power goes out. Your car comes to a halt, conveniently located close to the T-Rex confinement area, and all of the electric gates go down. T-Rex breaks out and destroys your car. Grant is stuck on the island, trying to find his way off without being mauled by a dinosaur. For the Raptor story, you get to play as a raptor who escapes his cage during the power outage and sets out to find Grant. For some reason, the raptor is following Grant across the island, attempting to kill him. It's a nice touch to be the raptor and experience Park through its eyes. Now, Jurassic Park is your standard platformer. The game has a modest learning curve for each of the characters. The controls are somewhat slow. When you try to jump, your character does not always jump. When you stop running, your character continues to move ahead sometimes. And attempting to climb a ladder might be difficult because you must be properly aligned with it. Grant gets several weapons, including a shotgun, smoke grenades, tranquilizer darts, and a rocket launcher. Some enemies can be evaded, allowing you to conserve ammunition. You only have 3 lives to spare, so you must be cautious. Dying returns you to the beginning of the level, and losing all your lives meaning the game is over. Fortunately, the game does contain a password system, so if you make it to the end of the game and die, you won't have to worry about restarting the entire game over from the beginning. Now, Alan Grant's level is better. He has higher levels and a good arsenal of weapons. The Raptor's goal is to track down Grant, going through most of the same stages while fighting dinosaurs and human guards with weapons similar to Grant's. Raptor's way of escaping will be to kick or bite his enemies. If you run low on health, you can either eat a few compies or find one of the other many chicken legs scattered across the island. The Raptors game is not as good as Grant's. He only has 5 levels and is easily slain by guards, as well as falling into pits. Now, the graphics in this game are really nice. The jungle appears to be a massive and hazardous jungle, while the pump station resembles the abandoned sewer system. The other levels are also done quite nicely. The last stage is a visitor center, and it looks a lot like it did in the movie, right down to the 2 massive T-Rex skeletons and a giant banner that reads "When Dinosaurs Rule the Earth." Characters' designs and animations are good. Many of the dinosaurs appear just as they did in the film. The Dilophosaurus are highly detailed, down to the multicolored frills around their necks, and the T-Rex mimics his movie equivalent as well. Animations are smooth from Grant and the park guards firing their weapons, and the grenade effects are also good. The action of the dinosaurs, like the Dilophosaurus frills coming out of his necks and spitting venom, the Velociraptor jumping and attacking someone with its claw, and a T-Rex breaking through a huge wall and roaring. The water stream splashing down the rivers. There aren't many cutscenes in this game, but when they do appear, they do look good. The game's opening was one of the coolest of its kind at the time, and both Alan Grant and the Velociraptor has decent endings. The sound effects and music are above average. The explosions of the rocket launchers and exploding grenades sound like explosions. The electric stream of the stun gun sounds like an electric stream. The boat's engine riding the rapid rivers sound like a motor engine. And the dinosaurs sound fantastic, even if some of the sounds do not exactly match those of the film. The soundtrack isn't horrible. The jungle has this tropical sounding music that creates the impression of oncoming doom. The pump station has grim music, and the visitor center music sounds doom impending, adventurous, and tense all at the same time. The game contains other good sound effects and music, and they all work well within the game, even if they don't quite match the movie's music and spectacular sound effects. It would have been nice to hear some of John Williams' score here. Jurassic Park could have been a really good game. The game does have some flaws. I wish it had some supporting characters in the game like Ellie Sattler, Ian Malcolm, Tim Murphy, and Lex Murphy, and Robert Maldon. The John Williams score is sorely missed, and a little more variety of dinosaurs and weapons would have been nice. The game is short, there's no checkpoint in the level, so if you die, you have to start at the beginning of each stage. And the controls are sluggish, and it does have a learning curve for your characters. Because of the controls, it does make a game a little difficult and frustrating. The game has great graphics, a moody atmosphere, plenty of suspense, good sound effects, and music. And it does have a password system, so you don't have to start at the beginning of the game. But like I said, the controls just make this game so frustrating. I really wanted to love this game because I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park, but I just didn't have much fun with it. If you're a fan of the movie, if you come across this game really cheap, I would say get it. But otherwise, I wouldn't pay much for it. Jurassic Park for the Sega Genesis is getting a 5 out of 10. What did you think about Jurassic Park for the Sega Genesis? Please leave comments below to share your thoughts. That would do it for this review. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this review, and leave comments below to share your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you here on the next episode. Have a great day.